Hockey fans, welcome to BoardCheck, Impact Media's weekly drive through the neutral zone into the world of professional hockey. I'm your host, Jeremy, the Impact York. Good to be here. So good to finally get a little break in our schedule. Don't get me wrong, wouldn't trade any of it for nothing, but my goodness, it'll be nice to get a normal sleep schedule for a few days. We are going to talk about, obviously, the Hurricanes. We are going to talk some Nashville Predators. But first, before we get into the Gladiators, we're going to start there. Before we get into the Gladiators, I want to let you know that you can follow this show at BoardCheck99 on our YouTube channel. It has its own YouTube channel. It has always had its own YouTube channel because it was our original show. I guess I could put it on the other one too, but right now it's on. At BoardCheck on the Twitters, where you can find it, the X, wherever. And the Impact 99 on any other social media should find this guy. So let's start right there with the Gladiators. The Gladiators open their schedule. Random noises in the studio. Open their schedule Saturday night against the Indy Fuel, and fantastic game. How about let's start the year off by what I want to make sure I get his name right. Drew DeRitter. Drew DeRitter opens it up, has got my score sheet there. There's the score sheet. Wow, that's kind of crazy. But Drew DeRitter opens up the score sheet or the season rather, with a 25 save shutout. Shutout. You could say the team got off to a really hot start last year. They did, but a shutout on opening night for Drew DeRitter. In fact, they win 1-0. The lone goal coming from Cody Sylvester, the sly one himself. Man, great game to listen to. Did not get to see this one live. We will get to that in a minute. I was actually calling the game 2 of the Kennesaw homestand. You guys know I'm the voice of the Kennesaw Owls hockey team. Friday and Saturday night was their homestand. It was their third and fourth game of the year. They are now 3-1 because they split a series with Georgia Tech to start the year, and then were able to beat Ole Miss in 2 back-to-back games. If you want to hear more about them, listen to our show Hootie Who, and we'll talk all about that. And while I'm at it, congratulations to KSU football. That's where I was last night. I'm not going to call it an upset because I called that win. I called that win from the beginning. I said there are wins on the board for Kennesaw this year, and I think this week is one of them. They beat an undefeated Liberty team. First FBS win, first Conference USA win in school history. So many emotions, so fun to be there. So shout out to KSU. But get back to the Glad. So they go 1-0. DeRitter gets the shutout. The sly one, Cody Sylvester, gets the lone goal. We're looking good. So you got to think Indy's looking to get back on that one, right? So we go to Sunday afternoon. This guy was able to go Sunday afternoon. It was nice to see everybody again. I haven't seen everybody since last season. I've spoken to a few like Liam and some of those since. He's been on this show, and it was great to get everything going. Got to experience the new promotion, and you can sign up to do the color commentary with Liam Godimer for games. And it was actually a former KSU hockey coach from a handful of years ago before I got back covering the team. So it was fun connecting with that guy, and I thought he did a marvelous job. Thought he did a great job. And in his color commentary debut, he had been a coach, he had been a fan, and I said, well, this is a trifecta. Now you can officially say all of them. But fantastic there. They welcomed him to Indy Fuel. I like those Sunday afternoon games. Those are fun. and you're not out super late, would help. But even if you're out late, what does that matter to me? We know that. Ethan Hyder, I believe is how you say his name, or Hader. I think it's Hyder. I'm going with Hyder. Ethan Hyder says, "Hey Drew DeRitter, I see your 25 save shutout. I'm going to raise you a few. How about 31 saves and another shutout, back to back shutout to open the year?" Excuse me there. How can you get much better than that? How can you get much better than that? Well, how about this? How about goal number one by Jackson Pearson with Byron and newcomer Easton Armstrong with the assist? I'm going to say one of those names again here soon. In fact, I'm going to say them both. How about the next time around? Cody Sylvester gets goal number two on the year as well. Assist from Easton Armstrong. He ended up with 2 on the night. And Derek, is it Topage or Topatage? I'm gonna go on with Topage. I asked Liam, I really did. How do you say this? I want to say it right. I'm tired of saying Derek's name wrong. Getting close. Sorry, Derek. Yell at me next time I'm at the game. And then goal number 3 on the night was by Ryan Cranford. That was assisted by Blake Murray. See, here's the thing. Newcomer Blake Murray. Blake Murray could have easily took that puck and hit the empty netter. Instead, he pops it up to Cranny and lets Cranny finish it. I mean, how cool is that? You know, how cool is that? Thought that was just an exceptional thing. How selfless of him to be able to do that. And look at here, Gladiators are 2-0. Before we get into the upcoming schedule, what they're doing this weekend, next Wednesday, at 6 days from now, it's Scooby-Doo night. Scooby-Doo night on Wednesday, October the 31st against the Florida Everblades. It's going to be fun. Scooby-Doo characters are going to be there. I'm not missing that. I love Scooby-Doo. You guys know I love Scooby-Doo, and I love the Glad. I swear I'm not sick. It's just hot in here. But puck drop at 7. Come by for fun games, giveaways, all kinds of fun stuff. Now, what are the Glads doing this weekend? Well, they are in Estero, Florida, as they take on the Everblades on Friday and Saturday night. And get it to come up. Friday night is a 7:30 puck drop from the Hertz Arena. And Saturday was 7:30 as well. Can we get that, Sassy? Sassy's working on it. 7 on Saturday. So if you're in Estero, Florida, 7:30 on Friday, 7 on Saturday. How fun is it that they're off to a good start again, right? How fun is it? I'll tell you, it's great. Let's talk about the Predators, who have not been off to the world's best start. They run a little bit of a skid and continued against Edmonton, where they lost 4-2. Then they lost this past Saturday, 5-2, and then welcomed in the Bruins on Tuesday night, and proceeded to put 4 on the board against the Bees and not allow a goal whatsoever. Sorry, guys. There's, I don't know, something in my throat here, but goals. UC Saros, by the way, was the first star, as he should be. He ended up with here it is. He ended up with 33 total saves. We get goals from Nyquist, Gustav Nyquist, from Luke Evangelista. I think he had the empty netter. Tommy Novak, who has like 3 on the year, Ryan O'Reilly, who got his second of the year. On, right? Fun. They finally flipped the switch. I think they finally have everything rolling. Hmm. Um, it's just fun. Absolutely fun. Uh, Seeing them win. Getting to talk to Preds fans who were so excited for them to win. It's gonna be a rough go. Um, Upcoming schedule. This Friday, they are going to be in Chicago to face the Blackhawks as a 8:30 puck drop. On Saturday, they are hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. That is an 8 p.m. start. What was it? They were hosting Columbus, 8 p.m. puck drop there. And then next Monday, they will be in Tampa Bay to face the Lightning. I think they can beat the Lightning. I'm pretty sure they can beat Columbus. I know they can beat the Blackhawks. But I think at least 2 of those 3 were going to come away with wins. Maybe the other one will get a point. You're going to see the Predators put it back together. They had some people leave. They had some new faces come in, and as those new faces try to get into those grooves, that's what you're going to see. You are going to see this team pick up where they were last year, where they were one of the hottest teams coming in. Really surprised a lot of people, a lot of young talent, meshing well with the veterans that were there, brought in some other veterans. It's gonna be a good night. I mean, a good time. So, all right, let's talk about the Carolina Hurricanes, who have been off to a little bit better start. Still not the world's best, and kind of weird, but having their issues. Um, of course, the game in Tampa, I think we talked about. I'm not sure if we did or not. Yeah, we did. The one that got postponed. Okay. Well, on Friday night or last Tuesday, they hosted the Devils, won that one 4-2. Then they went to Pittsburgh and won that one 4-1. They lost 4-3 to St. Louis. I felt like the effort was there, just didn't quite get that goal when you needed it. It happened. And then just this past Tuesday, they went up to Edmonton, faced the reeling Oilers, who put 2 on the board, but the good guys, the Hurricanes, they put 3 on the board. They win that one. You still have one of the best, one of the best 1-2 punches in goal. Where it has a stat somewhere, but I guess those aren't going to come up, so that's fine. But I mean, anytime you literally your backup goaltender can start in the league. Your backup goaltender, you guys know that Chekhov. People would love him to start, but you got Frederick Anderson, Chekhov. They're both just rolling right now, absolutely rolling, and they're fun to watch. This team is fun to watch, and yes, they are a perennial Stanley Cup favorite, as they should be. But you take it one game at a time. Just like Coach Rod said, you take it one game at a time, and their next game is going to be a tough one because the Calgary Flames at home are a tough team. The Calgary Flames, other places are tough. They're a tough, gritty team. It doesn't matter what the wins losses say. Calgary's going to bring it. But for the sake of it, it's going to be a 9 p.m. puck drop tonight, actually, just in a few minutes. Just in a few minutes. But Hey, maybe you'll watch this one. We're gonna try to have it on here at the studio. This Saturday, we're gonna be up in Seattle. This is part of that weird road trip where they go Pittsburgh to St. Louis to Edmonton, Edmonton to Calgary, Calgary to Seattle on Saturday at the 10 p.m. puck drop our time. That's 7 p.m. their time. And on Monday, they're going to be in Vancouver at the 10 p.m. puck drop for that one before coming home for a little bit of a homestand. I like where the Hurricanes are at. I think they're in a good spot. It's Nashville that's got to work on some stuff because as of right now, Nashville is in next to last. They're right with San Jose. They both have just the 2 points, but it's still early in the year. I'm not that concerned at all. Carolina currently sits fifth in the wild card spot. They're 1 point back of second place, Boston. Buffalo, Pittsburgh also just slightly ahead of them because of tiebreakers. But I like where this is at. You know, I like because in the Metro, which is one of the hardest divisions, I would say, Carolina's in fifth. They're only 1 point behind Pittsburgh for fourth. They're 4 points behind Washington. They're 5 points behind New Jersey and New York. That's fine. They're in a good spot. The leaders are still just up ahead of you. You're not going to have that big of an issue. And once Nashville gets rolling, they are in eighth place in the Central. But once they get going, sky's the limit for them too. So, brings us to the end of the show. Short show tonight. Just wanted to get into all of the action that's been going on. I know you guys have said trying to get this show back up and going at a regular pace. Promise you that is happening because here we are right now. Other than that, we've reached the end of the show. So for everybody here at BoardCheck and everybody here at Impact Media, I am Jeremy the Impact York. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces, gooses, go Canes, go Glads, go Preds, go Wildcats.